want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
I don't even think people realize that my family also has a background. My grandparents were immigrants. And to just think about the life that I've been given and how blessed I am. My hope is that I see change.
Selena Gomez has reignited a fiery debate on immigration and empathy after addressing the Mexican deportation crisis. Her emotional Instagram story, in which she apologized to the Mexican community and expressed heartbreak over the treatment of children, immediately went viral. "I'm so sorry my people are being attacked. The children, they don't understand," she wrote. But while her words resonated with some, others quickly criticized her, accusing her of making the crisis about herself. The backlash grew louder, with detractors branding her an attention seeker. Selena deleted the story, later responding, "Apparently, it's not okay to show empathy for people." The controversy reveals not only the deep divide in public opinion, but also the complexities of advocating for such a personal and polarizing issue. Selena's close friend and assistant, Carla Sanchez, shared her perspective in an interview. "People forget how personal this is for Selena. Her grandparents risked everything to come to this country. She hears these stories and thinks about her family, how they could have been the ones ripped apart. The criticism hurts, but she's not backing down." Family remains a crucial part of Selena's story. Her father, Ricardo Gomez, recently opened up about the sacrifices his parents made. "My mom worked as a housekeeper and my dad spent long days on construction sites. They had nothing when they came here, but they built a life for us," he said. Selena grew up hearing about those struggles, and it shaped her. She's proud of her heritage and knows she has a responsibility to use her voice. One of Selena's childhood teachers, Mrs. Lopez, also weighed in. "Selena was always curious about her roots," she recalled. "She'd ask me about Mexican history and culture, even as a little girl."
I wanted to share my story because I'm very proud of who I am. And I've never had the opportunity in my career to maybe stop and appreciate it. As a Mexican woman, I've learned so much and I continue to learn so much. My purpose in life is to just beyond being a good role model, it's being a good person. The first chapter starts with my grandparents who lived in Monterey. My grandmother has 13 brothers and sisters. 2 of them got in the back of a truck and came to America illegally. Eventually, my grandfather met up with my grandma, which eventually led to Dallas. My grandmother would cook and clean while my grandfather would be working in construction sites to provide for a family that I created. Eventually, they ended up in Grand Prairie, and my dad was born. My father was a huge fan of Selena Gomez, and he wanted to name me after her. I was obsessed. I thought she was one of the most incredible people. I watched every interview. I've seen so much footage of her. I'm very honored to carry that name.
Live, Selena.
Grand Prairie, to me growing up, felt like the safest place in the world. Ironically, it's not. The community I grew up in was incredible. My favorite was actually when it would rain, because all the kids would run out and they would jump in the puddles and stuff. And, it felt very open. I remember my dad would do lowrider shows. It was really fun. It was also scary with the hydraulics, not gonna lie. But what my family was big on was celebrating, coming together, having incredible food. And even though we didn't have much, it never felt that way to me. I remember people being on their porches a lot, and there was this woman, and her name was Joyce. And she had the most beautiful dollhouse. She would let us play with the dolls and play with the houses, and then go next door to my friend Cassie's house, and we would just make all of these pretend movies. And I always dreamed of being an actress, and I was beyond dramatic as a child, so I think I kind of signed myself up for that job. My role models growing up looked a lot different than I did. I was obsessed with Lizzie McGuire, Hilary Duff. I loved Britney Spears. She was my first CD I was able to buy and the first concert I ever went to. But I never recognized that there was this blonde, blue-eyed entity that was what I aspired to be. Something I didn't really think about until I got my own show. Every Friday we did a live audience taping. This mother, single mother, brought her 4 children. And after we did the show, they came down and I got to meet them. And the mother looked at me and thanked me. And I said, thank you. And she's like, no, I really want to thank you for being a strong Latino woman for my young girls to look up to. And I remember kind of being a little confused at first because I guess I didn't really know I didn't have someone like that.
I think she's always carried that pride with her. On the flip side, critics like journalist Kevin Howard took aim at Selena's recent comments, calling them performative. In an op-ed, he wrote, "Selena Gomez means well, but her tears on Instagram aren't a solution. Advocacy needs substance, not emotion." His piece sparked heated debates online, with supporters arguing that Selena's vulnerability humanizes the issue, while detractors claimed she should focus on tangible action. Immigration rights activist and lawyer Diana Ortiz offered a counterpoint. Selena is doing something many celebrities shy away from, making herself vulnerable for the sake of a cause. Could she do more? Sure. But let's not forget that her documentary Living Undocumented brought this issue to the forefront for millions of viewers. That's more than most people will ever do. Selena's fans, known as Selenators, have fiercely defended her. Mia Gonzalez, a 21-year-old college student and aspiring social worker, posted a heartfelt TikTok that went viral. "My parents are undocumented, and hearing Selena speak out makes me feel seen," she said through tears. She's not just a pop star. She's giving a voice to families like mine. Not everyone in the fan base is fully on board, though. Diego Ramirez, another fan, expressed his reservations in a tweet. "I love Selena, but sometimes I wish she'd partner with organizations more directly. Awareness is great, but action is what we need." Behind the scenes, Selena's manager, Sarah Klein, has been working tirelessly to navigate the backlash. "Selena isn't in this for clout," Sarah said in a rare public statement. "She's speaking from the heart. The criticism is tough, but she's focused on the people she's trying to help." Selena's critics also include high-profile influencers like Jamie Callahan, who addressed the controversy on her podcast. "Celebrities need to tread carefully when discussing political issues," Jamie said. "Sometimes it feels like they're speaking without understanding the full picture." Selena's story is emotional, but is she really helping the cause, or just herself? Meanwhile, cultural historian Dr. Elena Cruz weighed in on the broader significance of Selena's advocacy. Selena Gomez is more than a pop star. She's a symbol of the Mexican-American experience. Her story mirrors that of so many families who have worked tirelessly to achieve the American dream. When she speaks out, It's a reminder of the humanity behind the immigration debate. Even Selena's makeup artist, Miguel Torres, shared his perspective on the controversy. "I've worked with Selena for years, and I can tell you this isn't an act. She genuinely cares. I've seen her cry over these issues, not just in public, but behind closed doors. This is personal for her." One of the most emotional responses came from an undocumented mother, Rosa Hernandez, whose story was featured in Living Undocumented. "Selena gave us a platform when no one else would listen," Rosa said in a recent interview. "She treated us with respect and dignity. Her story is our story." Adding to the conversation, immigrant youth activist Sofia Martinez praised Selena's efforts. Representation matters. Selena Gomez speaking up reminds young Latinos that their voices are powerful. "She's not perfect, but she's trying, and that's more than most." Even within Hollywood, reactions have varied. Actor and fellow activist Eva Longoria voiced her support for Selena, tweeting, "It's not easy to stand up for what you believe in, especially when the world is watching. Selena, we see you, and we thank you." In contrast, an anonymous industry insider reportedly commented,
Congratulations to all the immigrants. I know that this is a virtual ceremony, but it is very real, and it's very real to all the families and all of you and your communities. I want you guys to know that you matter and that your experiences are a huge part of the American story. When my family came here from Mexico, they set into motion my American story as well as theirs. I'm a proud third-generation American Mexican, and my family's journey and their sacrifices helped me get me to where I am today. Mine is not a unique story. Each and every one of you have a similar tale of becoming an American. So regardless of where your family's from, regardless of your immigration status, you have taken action to earn an education, to make your families proud, and to open up your worlds. So I'm sending all of my love to you guys today, and congratulations, and I hope that you guys are set off to be everything that you want to be.
Selena